Bradenton Motorsports, February 4th, 2021. Got quite a number of interesting cars here tonight. We got my buddy's Red Eye. First race for the Tesla tonight is going to be a modified C8 Corvette, supposedly running mid-10s. Should be a good challenge. This C8 Corvette has a number of modifications and is running mid-10s. I'm told it ran a 10.5 earlier this week. It's got drag skinnies on the front and Hoosier full slicks on the back. Modifications include the intake and exhaust both. You can see the custom exhaust on here, and the owner tells me there's some intake manifold modifications as well. See the big Hoosier slicks, full slicks. It's not a drag radial. So this modified C8 Corvette should be a tough race for the Tesla. In fact, I'm not going to leave it to chance. I'm going to heat up the battery and run it in Ludicrous Plus Mode tonight. We're going to run this in Ludicrous Plus Mode tonight. If you're not familiar with that, the car asks, are you sure you want to push the limits? And it explains how it's going to heat up the battery. So we're going to bring it on, and the car's telling us it'll take about 25 minutes to heat the battery from where it's at right now. It's about 6:15. The track officially opens at 6:30, and there's a number of cars in the staging lanes ahead of us. So by the time it's our turn, around 6:40, 6:45, cars should be fully heated, and we'll be able to take on this modified C8 Corvette with Ludicrous Plus. And we'll also use Cheetah Stance just to be sure. Hopefully the track has enough traction, enough prep to hold the power. So we got here to the track with 95% battery, and we haven't made a pass yet. But by setting it in Ludicrous Plus Mode to heat up the battery, that obviously uses up some of the charge. So we're down to 93% already, and by the time we hit the track here in 10 minutes, we could be down to maybe 91%. So we'll have used 4% before we even made a pass, and the pass itself only uses 2.5%. So we'll use more to warm it up than we will to make the pass, and that's, you know, going to be 2, 3, 4% that I could have used for additional races. The car is always fastest over 90%, so instead of having several races over 90%, I'm going to get one race over 90% here tonight. But that's just the price we pay to get those extra 0.2 of a second that we usually get out of Ludicrous Plus Mode. So Well, it was a close race against the C8. It's also a winnable race. I ran a 10.63 to his 10.65, and it was the reaction time that sunk me. As you might have been able to tell from the video, I was trying to get the Cheetah mode staged up, and when he didn't bump in when I expected him to, he took quite a while to go from 1 bulb to 2. I had to release the pedals because it doesn't do him any good to time out, and then you know, you can't start over. So anyway, the whole launch mode thing hurt me on the reaction, and that's where the race was lost, because I did have him by 0.02 of a second. But nonetheless, great fun race, really close. And the Ludicrous Plus never did get up to fully heated. We were still 5 minutes away. So, you know, if I'd have let it fully heat up, if I'd have got off in Cheetah mode, I might have had a 10.5. But, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. That's drag racing, and there's always some modification or, you know, some factor of some sort that doesn't go your way. So, good race, close race, a lot of fun.
That was a hell of a run.
That was a hell of a run.
Yeah, it was. That was
see
fun.
How close those times were?
Let me see. I know. I was looking at you. I'm like, oh, who's gonna give out first? Who's gonna give out first? I hope I got the win line.
I had a horrible reaction time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were quicker to the tree. It's just the mile an hour.
No, you had the mile an hour. I had
but I'm saying
slightly better ET.
Yeah, the 1065 to a 1063.
Yeah, you got me on the tree.
Yeah.
I was trying to use my launch mode and it didn't work out.
I tell you something, I was so impressed. I'm like, okay, I got the light.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden the Tesla, I'm like,
yeah.
that is fast. Holy crap, I can't believe how quick you got to me.
That was a hell of a race,
and then
man.
eighth of a mile, then even still, then a little bit more. I'm like, oh, I stretched them out.
I'll have to look at the video, but I think it's probably about a car length in the end, right? I think I was right around your bumper, my front bumper to your rear bumper.
More or less. You could probably tell in the mile per hour, you know? That's what it was.
The margin. Yeah, but the difference in reaction, 0.8. So these being about the same, it's about a car length.
Yeah.
We'll see it in the video.
That was a lot of fun.
So it'll be posted on my channel by Saturday.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That was a hell of a race.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a race.
Again?
I'm in the back of the line now. If you want to do another one after I come around, we can do another one.
Yeah.
You want to do a rematch?
The camera, right?
Yeah, I'll set up the camera again for you.
I'm not just training fluid at home. So if we need to get him something, he lives 2 hours away. So if anybody has that, please let us know in the timing tower.
So after that first pass against the modified C8, a very narrow loss, I wanted to see what the car would do while it was still mostly warm. We never did get the Ludicrous Plus mode fully engaged, nor did we get into launch mode with Cheetah Stance, but the battery was mostly warm. We were only 5 minutes away from finishing it. So I just came around and got right back in the staging lanes and did another immediate back-to-back run. And the ET almost the same, 10.64, but 1.5 miles an hour slower than that first pass. It's another very crowded night out here at Bradenton. Even as the temperatures are dropping into the 50s, we've got well over 100 cars out here. 6 lanes, probably 30 cars deep.
I just put it to check. I always less burn.
The Z28's got big drag radials on it, and a very different engine than what it originally came with. I know, I had a 69 Rally Sport myself for quite a number of years, and it didn't have like the intake on this car.
So what? So you would put a twin turbo in there?
So we ran a 10.79 against the 1969 Z28, and we're slowing down 120.5 miles an hour now. That pass was done just in Ludicrous mode, not Ludicrous Plus. I made no attempt to use the Cheetah Stance launch mode, so not really surprising there. A 155 60 foot and a 6.8 eighth mile time, about what I normally expect for just standard Ludicrous mode. So I heard the official count is now up to 150 cars here tonight, and as always we're trying to find the fastest ones to race the Tesla. This Audi S6 here is running mid-10s. This Audi S6 has been tuned. It's got a twin turbo V8, of course, all-wheel drive. It's got Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, a little bit larger than the ones on the Tesla, and a softer compound. So definitely more tire since he's all-wheel drive, same as I am. He's running mid-10s. Should make for a good race. All right, we're going to be running this Audi S6 on our next run, and that thing's running mid-10s. So once again, we're going to have to heat up the battery to be able to give it a run for its money. You can see I'm down to 82% battery charge, and that is before I have heated up the battery. I'm at 10 minutes to go to get fully into Ludicrous Plus mode, so I think we'll get there this time. We didn't actually get all the way fully heated on any of our previous runs tonight. The first run, we were still 5 minutes remaining when we got lined up with that C8 Corvette, and that was unfortunate because it was so close, less than 1/10 of a second. Probably would have made the difference. So anyway, hopefully that won't happen on the next run. If we get fully heated, we should be able to take it down. Well, this is the way it typically goes. So that first race we tried to use Ludicrous Plus, and when we got up to the tree it still needed 5 minutes, so we just didn't get there. So I started it a little bit earlier this time, and we are fully ready. And they shut the track down, somebody oiled it down, and we'll probably be sitting here for 20 or 30 minutes with the battery at maximum temperature, which is not a good thing for the car, but that's just the way it happens. You know, it's hard to predict exactly when you're going to be hitting that starting line. So anyway, the car's already been ready for over 20 minutes, and hopefully we'll be on the track within the next 30 or so. Well, we've been sitting here with the battery fully heated up for over an hour. I would not recommend that to anyone. Our total battery charge has fallen to 80%. The car is definitely ready, but we're still probably at least 10 minutes from getting to the front of these staging lanes. After 10:30, and you can see the battery's been fully heated up, going on 90 minutes. We're almost to the front of the staging lanes. So pretty much this whole night you could file under the category of how not to race a Tesla, because I can come out here without warming up the battery at all and run 10.7s and 10.8s, and we didn't do ourselves any favors heating up the battery so much, wasting all that juice, because the car is clearly faster when it's racing over 90%, and then it slows down as you get into the 80s, and then it slows down even more. So, you know, it was our own fault that we ran a 1090 for heating up the battery so much and taking the battery down to 77% in the process. So that's how not to race a Tesla.